Okay.
Time to head in. Oh, this is an axon. Oh wow, the cup of coffee I made was really good. I forgot that this was an axon. This is really near. Looks very near Automata. Well, more near Replicant, but...
Another axon. How did it get so large?
She wasn't always this tall, but she's obsessed with reaching the stars, so...
Papa and his parables.
Parables?
He never paints just to paint. Everything has to have layers and layers of meaning and purpose. Everything's a lesson.
What's the lesson with this one?
Hope.
Lizzie. My sister's at the top.
And Papa knows I have vertigo.
She has vertigo? That's crazy, given all the flippy doos that she does. Girl, get your inner ear checked out. Okay, upgrade the expedition resources. 36 Clair of Lumina. Upgrade weapons. I'm gonna go ahead. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. Carnon. Good. I'm gonna upgrade Chadion. Did I already have this weapon upgraded? I did. Look at that. Corpeso. Contorso. This is the one I want to try using like free aim with, because I think that weapon is going to be kind of crazy. And then this one, or sorry, this is the one I wanted to do free aim with. No Ceram. Contorso also seems kind of cool, but Carnon level 3, Chadion, doesn't really matter. Okay. But I gotta give him more stuff. So he's gonna get break specialist, maybe. I don't know, actually. I don't care about Aegis revival. Charge and critical, we want. Gradient breaker, glass cannon. Quick break. Why not? Alright, that was smart. I have what? 4 points I can spend? Is there any value in that quick break? I don't know if max health being 1 is valuable right now. We'll just keep that the way it is.
She who grasps the sky.
Ah.
I hate climbing.
Is this just going to be an area that uses everything? The Orphelin. Hiccup. Glad that I finally got a good outfit for CL, because I feel like she literally has the worst outfits in the game. It's basically just skirt, but everyone else has skirt. Like, all of her best outfits are outfits that other characters have. How long would her hair be? I guess it would be like Lune's length if she had it down. What's even gonna be here? I really want to grind for more Color of Lumina just to make like the most OP build ever, but I don't know if I want to sit here grinding for 500 Lumina right now. Like, I feel perfectly powerful.
Nice.
Interesting.
Lovely.
This will hurt.
Are they trying to fix things or break things?
She who grasps the sky. They're jealous. They wish to destroy her work. Pull her back to the ground.
Is this part of the parable?
Everything is.
Is that a Picto? I think that is.
The dance begins.
Good. Good stuff.
Draining Cleanse. Interesting.
Blades sharp.
Man, I love this game. It like really is. I mean, games like this don't come around too often. I feel like we've had quite a few of them in the past few years, but this is one of those games that just makes you love video games again. You're just like, yeah, I'm here to play this forever. Like, this is why we do it. I don't know, it's just kind of beautiful when something is so unique and cool and fresh You just gotta celebrate it.
This will hurt.
Truly the only thing about this game that I haven't liked so far, my only critique, is that I think Act 3 starts, like, the end of Act 2 is so strong, and the epilogue is so strong, but the start of Act 3 being a bunch of, like, montages and stuff is a little weird, and it's a little fast, and I would have liked a little bit more time spent on that. And also, CL has bad outfits, and Verso has bad outfits, and his starting outfit is abysmal, and I hate it, and I hate the way he looks. And I wish his civilian clothes were his default outfit, and I should have worn them the whole game. Mael is pretty much kitted out right now. Verso is like the only one that probably needs more Lumina. Are these merchants or enemies? These are enemies. They look like merchants. They lure you in. And that's how they get you. Now, I will say, I haven't really done any looking up or researching yet, but right before we decide that we're done scouring the game, I will probably look up a guide just to make sure that I get, like, all the Pictos and fight all the bosses and stuff. But I feel like at that point I've earned the ability to look things up, because so far I've done everything I can, and I think we're running out of things to do, like, which is really sad for me, because I love this game and I really don't want it to be over, but alas, some things must end, I suppose. That is, in fact, kind of the point of the game. I'm really curious what the ending is going to be, but I think it's safe to say this game is a masterpiece, like truly a masterpiece. This is the first time I've ever seen this. Longer shell converted to chroma. Interesting. I think that this game is a straight up masterpiece. I think it is a wake up call for JRPGs.
Lovely.
I think it is probably without a doubt the best JRPG ever made. I don't think that's debatable. Narratively, mechanically, most definitely. I think this game is fucking amazing. The value prospect of this game is insane. And I can't imagine any other game being my game of the year this year. This game is to JRPGs what Baldur's Gate 3 was to CRPGs, or Western RPGs in general. And I just can't imagine. I really can't imagine playing this game and then going back to building just plain JRPGs anymore. You know what I mean? Like, this game really needs to be the industry's, like, wake up. Because this game is absurd. It's just absolutely mind-bogglingly absurd. And I do want to say, I kind of feel bad about Let's Playing it, because I know people are going to watch this Let's Play instead of buying it and playing themselves. Which is worse, to die or to be the one who survives, to grieve or to be grieved? to be the one who survives. Some say that's lucky, not simply because you survived, but because you had the opportunity to care deeply for another. I find myself grieving before they've even passed, grieving what could have been, grieving what is to come. She'll never forgive herself, she'll carry her scars for her always. Would that I could ease her burden. The man has gone silent. But yeah, I think this game is crazy. Like, I truly believe that art is subjective and all that, whatever you want to say. I still think in that conversation, if you have played Clair Obscur, it is extremely hard to argue against it being the best JRPG ever made. I just don't see a world where that is not true. And that's a massive achievement. And that's not saying, I'm not saying that to like put art against art or to downplay the value of other JRPGs, because this game has most certainly built off of a canvas. To make a little comparison here, it has built off of a canvas of prior games that exist. This game could not run if other JRPGs had not walked first. But I do not think that that does any damage or minimizes its achievements in any significant way. In fact, if anything, this game feels like it is the grand unifying theory of JRPG design, in a sense. It goes to show that this genre is deeper and bigger and more valuable than maybe it even gets credit for, and that there's interesting things you can do and that have been done in these games, and that it is worth visiting them and exploring them and mining them for value, because the industry, in a lot of ways, no matter how popular things like Persona are, has moved on from JRPGs as a whole, as the cinematic tentpoles that they used to be. And this game kind of harkens back to that and says, hey, wake the fuck up. And that's really great and amazing. Oh, and I really...
Great.
I love this game so much. It's really just crazy how good this game is. Just a little baffling, honestly. And that it came out from a AA studio, from a relatively small group of developers. I know there's discourse around that because people are like, you're not counting the QA team.
Interesting.
But like, whatever. I am counting them. Even counting them, it's a relatively small team. By AAA design, and this game just outdoes everything. And there's a lot of haranguing, I think, in the industry to kind of guard against the praise of a game like Clair Obscur of Baldur's Gate 3. You know, like, you see this a lot. It's like, well, the Clair Obscur wasn't actually made by such a small team, and that's a harmful thing to say. But really, what people are saying when they say that is like, developers at these big studios are people too, and it's like, we know that. We're not saying that they're not. What we're saying is that the moneyed interests in the industry and the sort of bloat, the design bloat, has gotten in the way of kind of getting down to the brass tacks of it all, and even counting the so-called overlooked members of development, people like QA engineers and community staff and things like that. Like, this game was still made by a comparatively small group of people who all were very unified under a core vision, and I think that's kind of what the industry needs to get back to as well. I think a lot of people agree with that. That's sort of the wake-up call of this game and of Baldur's Gate 3, and that's even what the Larian CEO said.
Did that Nevron just kick a different Nevron off the tower?
It looks that way.
Huh. There's a lot to be said about that, of like a team making things because they want to make them, because they didn't exist before, and like or like the version of the game that they wanted to play didn't exist, so they went out of their way to create it, and that's beautiful. And it's clearly, again, a strategy that works for making good games. And that's what I think the industry needs to move back towards. And I'm saying that as someone who likes AAA games, you know, like Last of Us 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and that game was so expensive to make. It was so huge. And horrible crunch and all that. Like, there's so many things wrong with the industry that led to the creation of that game. And a part of me wonders if that game could even exist if those things did not come together the way that they did. And, you know, I don't purport to have an answer to that question. I'm just saying it's interesting seeing that, and trying to piece together like what an industry could look like where crunch doesn't exist. And
you speak to me of perfection, but is there really any such thing? Or is it a siren leading us astray? I happily predict that neither of us will ever summit that elusive peak, but I care little as long as we walk together. Art gives us the perception of control. For a moment as I paint, I find order among the chaos. That is, for me, a moment of pure contentment. And that is truly better than perfection.
Cool. Good. I like that. Is there anything in this room to interact with? To twist and caboodle to make a secret passage appear? Doesn't feel like it. Nope. Okay. Neato. First of the Dead. Let's see. How many of these rooms have we, like, opened? Have I done all of them yet? I don't think I have. I think there's a few more. Respawned. Oh. That's fine. I need to learn my pictas anyway.
Prepare for annihilation.
But as I was saying, I just think that this game goes to show that, like,
This will hurt.
again, I mean, it's kind of the point of the game too, but like creativity begets art, and that's really like what game design used to be, or the games industry used to be, is like it was weird people making weird games because they thought it would be interesting, and like trying to build something that could be unique and cool and not even just fresh, but like meaningful in its newness. Does that make sense? Meaningful in striking new ground and trying new things, and just, yeah, again, I guess attempting something that either hadn't been done, or attempting to fuse something new out of what existed before, and that's really good. And I really wish there were more. I wish we lived in a time that wasn't so controlled by the pursuit of greed and moneyed interests, so that we could get more goodies like this game, because it's really special, because it's a really special game.
Careful now.
So fascinating that this area is giving resplendent catalysts, as if I would be doing this, like, even like at the point that I unlock this area, I guess I didn't necessarily, like, I guess the game wouldn't necessarily assume that I went directly to Renoir's drafts, because it's like a hidden place I needed to get SKA to level up to get to it, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like I would have, it feels more endgame than that, I guess. I guess the enemies here aren't quite that strong, but I do think that the power curve in the game is a little weird as well, if we're talking about criticism, because I feel like getting painted power could have happened a little earlier, or breaking the damage cap, just to make it feel like a little bit more gradual in how strong we get over time. Because getting it all at the end when we already have access to so many things does make it feel like we just take off the weights and then all of a sudden I'm like killing everything in one hit. Do I have any more that I haven't memorized yet? I've got to. There's got to be some. Clea's Life. I just picked one up. I thought that was new. Where is it? It's not. Oh shit. Oops. Yeah. I was putting on second chance because I have auto death equipped on Minoko, so I want that Picto to level up. So he needs to have second chance on so that he dies and then comes back to life. Oh, that's tough. I mean, using mouse and keyboard can be kind of a pain in the ass with this sort of thing, but that's fine. Man, I feel like this level is going to take a million years to finish. I'm really curious about the other big tower thing. Because I think it is going to be like a big challenge, like a bunch of floors or whatever. That feels like what it's going to be. Kind of a heaven on high. What's the thing in Devil May Cry called? The Red Palace or whatever in Devil May Cry 4. Where you go up like 100 floors and then have to do another 100 or whatever. There was one of those in one of the Castlevanias that I played. I don't remember the name of it. Curse of Darkness. The Hector one. Like basically just battle towers. Okay, we're not gonna go this way yet. I want to go around so that I can get to... I want the little chroma thing. I want the chroma thing that's like over... How do I do that? I have to get up there. Okay, so I do have to go around. Okay. That's fine. I'll figure that out. I really like this hair on Mael. I do really like bald Mael as well. Jokes aside. Real Mael is also kind of cool. What the fuck is that thing? Oh, just an orphelin. What a weird one.
Vertigo, remember? His intentions are good, I know, but his methods...
Your father?
I'm the youngest, which makes everything worse.
Oh, I understand that.
Only child.
Yeah, Claire's the oldest. She's just so perfect, so accomplished and talented. Papa's favorite. He's so proud of her. And Verso. Verso could always make Papa laugh. I had so many inside jokes. Then there's me.
And then there's you. The actual favorite. The one he calls his hidden star, but who's too shy and self-conscious to see it.
Yet here I am, messing things up even more.
Look around. He just wants you to fly.
This orphelin is different from the rest. It does not sabotage, it builds.
All these inventions. Gustave would have loved to see this.
Ooh. That hits. That's kind of brutal, dude. Dropping that name. Dropping the G word. I don't know how to get back to that area. I'm gonna try to go up before going down, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh my god, it's taking me so far away. I do not think those two areas are connected. Yep, not even a little bit. I'm gonna need to go back. Because I want to get that Picto so I don't lose it. Run past the enemies real quick. We'll try to find the way to that Picto. Did I never grab this one? What is this place called? Ladder area. Oops. Okay. So, I need to find a way over there. How am I going to do that? From right there. This brings us right over to that area. So there's got to be a spot here. Yep. I'm stupid. Or maybe not? Maybe I'm not stupid. Maybe I'm a base genius the whole time. Have I been a base genius the whole time, team? Who can say, really? Okay. Can't get up on that. Alright, so I gotta go back down, possibly, to get to where I want to go. Really not sure here. I want to get there. I need to get there. How do I get up here? Is it simpler than I think it is? Is it like I just go over here and then I try to, you know, do a little thingy? No? Okay. Can't pull myself up that way. Oh, there's a mime. Oh, God.
Time for revenge.
Last chance. Not looking good.
We got the baguette outfits for Mael finally. I was wondering when we'd get that. Alright. Seriously, how do I get over there? Is it... I really have no clue. To get up there somehow. So how the heck do I do that? I have to go down to go up somehow? Like, I'm not sure. That's kind of my North Star right now, is figuring out how to get over to that. Definitely a little bit lost on how to make it over there. Because it's clear to me we have to get down, and that's a jump pad from there, and there's a jump pad from there. So how do we get to there? It's just very confusing. I can't quite put together. There's a jump pad over there. Okay. I just saw one. I can hear what sounds like an elevator. I can't tell if it's just those lights. It's gotta be a light. Okay, it's gotta be that light. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this really is like the only way I can go from here. So I do this. Am I able to like climb on anything? No? There's no other path right here that I can find. That just leads down to there. So I go this way. It's fucking teasing me. Because I know it has to be like right here. Get up there. That does nothing. Can't climb on this stuff. Can't fly with that. Can't even attack him. So, I mean, that's not unexpected, but... nowhere for me to drop down. I might lose it. I'm gonna go apeshit bananas trying to find this, I think. Like, this whole section seems really significant. Like, this thing. All this stuff. Like, is there a thing I can use? Nope.